for today because it's s'more. Should be pretty self-explanatory. But big shout out to StopPlatinum. It is indeed time, Bug. It is indeed. Thank you so much, StopPlatinum. Nope. StopPlatinum. Platinum? Maybe? Yeah! Big shout out to StopPlatinum for redeeming this week's roast rate. StopPlatinum is a real life friend of mine. Used to work for me. Really great guy. Great streamer. I can't recommend him enough. Thank you so much for your contribution to this lovely StopPlatinum. Absolutely, Rev. But, for saving up 10,000 channel points and using them to redeem this coffee. This coffee is Firehouse coffee. It's got a cute little bean on it. They sent us a sticker with that bean too. Absolutely adorable. The little boy, I showed it off yesterday, but just so you can all see it. Wham! Look at that. A little coffee bean in a fireman outfit. Absolutely adorable. But what if the coffee cannot be redeemed? What if this coffee cannot be redeemed? It's s'mores, Riv. Why does it look like Pooks? What do you mean? It's a fireman. You trying to say I look like a fireman, Pixie? But your beans, which for this being flavor infused, I'm really impressed that it's not more shiny of beans. I mean, you can kind of see it. It definitely looks like a medium roasted bean. And then it's made a little bit darker. Yippee! A little bit darker with the flavor infusion with it. It smells delightful. It looks great, and especially, you know, with how much you look at the fingerprints and the paws. Bug is so easily pleased, isn't he, though? But it definitely looks a little bit lighter than we've been having here recently. Doesn't mean it's not a good thing. I'll set the bean box over there so I don't spill it everywhere like I did last week. But it smells delightful. It smells very marshmallowy, especially after doing that Fluttanutter. I know what it likes, and it likes the bean box. Absolutely, Bug. But based off of that Fluttanutter that we did 2 weeks ago, I'm feeling this is going to be probably a little bit of the same. That's what I mean. Absolutely. And I also found out, thanks to that I think my belt broke in my vacuum because it's not spinning, but I haven't looked into it yet. But again, thank you, StopPlatinum, so much. The roller, the brushes that work your vacuum is ran by a belt that has a drive pulley that moves your brushes. And I think my belt broke on it because it was not sucking up the beans after I'd spilt them all over. But anyway, thank you so much, StopPlatinum. Again, means the world to me that you hang out this much. I thought you tried vacuuming your belt. No. Absolutely. Oh, but yeah, it smells very marshmallowy. It smells very sweet. I'm looking forward to it for sure. Nothing against the overrun we had last week, but, you know, we all have our little sweet tooth that we need to fulfill. Doesn't need to go back to the dojo and get its black belt. Most likely. We'll find out, though. I'm probably going to tear it apart this week. I'm not sure. But anyway, the moment you've all been waiting for. Oh, that is delightful. Ooh, that marshmallow comes through a lot. So the marshmallow is definitely the most predominant flavor. Tell that to the president's ref. Reading delightful. It is. It do be quite the sweet cup of coffee. It's so... Okay. So, wow, that marshmallow is huge. Like, I thought the Fluttanutter was gonna be very marshmallowy hint of, oh, you want me to see if there's a belt around here? No, because you guys haven't had that vacuum for a long time. But so it's very smooth. It's a very, very, oh my. But anyway, it's a very smooth cup of coffee, which has been interesting. We haven't had a very bitter cup of coffee in a long time. A lot of these have been, very smooth on the tongue, very easy going. And I think that might be something to do with the flavor infusion of it. Naturally, when you have those syrups and stuff on the coffee beans, you're going to have a sweeter intake, stuff like that. But I don't throw anything away. This is also true. It's also true. The flavor isn't that mellow, huh? No, it's no, not really. It's very upfront and in your face. Honestly, the biggest flavor is the marshmallow. I feel like, when you're making s'mores and stuff, granted I haven't made s'mores in a very long time, and you have the marshmallow and you've got it like perfectly toasted, so it's got the outside that is, crispy, but the inside's all gooey and stuff. That's more of the flavor, absolutely. But the gooey marshmallowness, and then you can feel like the crystallization of the sugar crystals on your tongue. That reminds me a lot of this. In all honesty, you could probably just tell me this is marshmallow coffee and I'd full-heartedly believe you. It does have a little bit of the graham cracker, the graham cracker at the front, but it's not nearly as prominent as I thought it was going to be. When you smell just the beans, the honey with the graham cracker is very prominent. So I was expecting that to have a lot more impact on the flavor, but it's almost straight marshmallow. It starts out with the graham cracker, goes into the marshmallow, and I really don't get any kind of chocolate that you would assume. Again, hence the s'more. But it might be there a little bit, but the marshmallow just overpowers everything. It's very good still though. It's a very sweet cup of coffee for black coffee, without any additives or whatnot. And I'm a big fan of me some marshmallows. And yeah, it's almost like eating a marshmallow. It's very delightful. I can't keep saying delightful. I've said it like 17,000 times, almost as many times as I've done in Elden Ring. But it's definitely, like I said, very smooth finish, not a bitter cup of coffee at all. Nice and flavorful. If I'm going to rate it, which obviously we are, I'm probably going to give it an 8, just because it, like I said, you could probably pass this off as just marshmallow coffee. It's very nice, very delightful, very sweet, and very tasty.
That is it.
And think of a hat on Momo. But all in all, sometimes, you need that kick, that little bit of bitterness. It's kind of, now you have to include immensely every once in a while, and you're fully back in the Phasmo Mom. Immensely. I don't quite get your reference, Riv. I don't know if I feel like I could have said that a lot back in the day. I mean, but who knows? But anyway, StopPlatinum, thank you so much one more time. I appreciate all the support you've given me, my friend. You are amazing. Whose Phasmo Mom are you? The kiddo. Oh, immensely. Okay, I gotcha. I see what you're saying. But great cup of coffee. 8 cups out of 10. You are delightful, my friend. Thank you for choosing something that tastes good instead of like black licorice, but we're not gonna name names. I look forward to drinking this on the week. I don't feel like, because I only got 12 ounces, I should have gotten a pound, because this is great. It's a wonderful cup of coffee. But 8 out of 10, StopPlatinum. Thank you so much for everything you do for me, buddy. You're the best. Meantime, shall we do some more ringing of Eldens?